Stock battle. Mewtwo.
So, sorry, I'm looking at I'm updating the layout a little bit. Alright, so Niko. Is there an automatic system y'all do, or y'all do it? Y'all update this manually? Okay, I was just wondering.
Whoa!
I got you, yeah, right. Alright, I'm getting into it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I can do it from here. Oh, man. Alright, we should be good. Score right. That's 0. Okay. I feel like that was a new update from OBS. I haven't used that the regular OBS in so long, but I got it. But yeah, we're here starting off on PS2, Vaeyguh versus Niko on Monday Sports. But yeah, as I was saying before, Vaeyguh, kind of one of those players. I really personally have only seen him at Respawn, kind of another tournament, and I haven't seen him go to anything else. But it's a pretty close location to that other venue as well. So Vaeyguh, thankfully able to make the trip here, and I think if you kind of keep up with Houston tournaments, you kind of know that Vegas no slouch, man. And if he decided to travel to more tournaments and he'd be able to, he'd make a lot of waves. I think everyone knows how good he is, but I think everyone also knows how good Niko is. Not really getting touched in that first stock. Niko taking full control. We already have for the minute. So I'm actually pretty keen on seeing this matchup to see how Vaeyguh does against Niko. Pretty anonymously considered #1 in Houston, top 5 in Texas. Yeah, I'm just kind of keen to see what kind of adaptations. Oh, that was a crazy adaptation by Vaeyguh right there, forcing the SD. But now we're basically on even stock, so Vaeyguh kind of has new stock on life here, kind of playing it an even matchup once again instead of playing from largely behind, right? But Niko kind of controlling all of Vaeyguh's disadvantage, not really letting him let up the pressure in any way, but string is going to be dropped. Side B, kind of a big lead for Niko here, and unfortunately, when it comes to this matchup, Cloud is so good at edge guarding Mewtwo. He doesn't really have that crazy options. His ledge jump is really bad. All of his other options are like the same, but mostly his ledge jump not great. But the problem is Cloud ledge trapping is already good, but the fact that he can go off of it, it's going to be annoying against like a light character like Mewtwo. And that bear straight up beat the Shadow Ball. And that good air dodge, very clutch. Kind of missed up the timing. Either that or it wasn't the percent window for it. Good away on this spot up there. Like, 77, not as big of a deficit on the side. Good job shielding that, because that could have led to like another bear. That was a good kind of fake by Vaeyguh there. A lot of very Samus-esque, right? I think Samus players love to kind of fake you out, hold charge shot a little bit, force you to pick a defensive option like either jump or shield. And what's that Vaeyguh's favor right there. Not gonna get the double fair, a little too slow on it. Two framing the lord here by Niko. Not gonna get the next down tilt. You have to be careful of your Vaeyguh. Great up B to stage. That's a very smart mix up there. He hasn't done that one. And of course, players are going to tend to shield when Cloud is winning, so Niko kind of calling him out on that as well. But we haven't seen any dares from ledge by Niko just yet. I kind of expect him to, just because it puts so far into the stage. Now, very going to catch and jump in. Even stocks once again, but this is kind of a deficit that's going to be very difficult for Vaeyguh to make up. But he has full Shadow Ball, no limit in sight, so there's not crazy danger of dying to anything. And that smash next time will certainly do it. But now you got to get off the ledge against Cloud, which is going to pause your task in general. I kind of want to see Vaeyguh kind of respect Niko's landing a little bit better. As Niko takes it 1-0 so far. But I think in that last interaction, I think we could have potentially like really big string. Because Niko already burned his double jump, right? But it looked like Vaeyguh kind of dashed a little bit too close to Niko, so he's able to reversal with an aerial. Kind of want to see a dash back a little bit, wait for the option, maybe even charge the Shadow Ball or something. Kind of cover multiple options with that. But Niko taking it pretty handedly game 1, but as the game went on, it looked a lot closer than what it looked like in the first stock. We're going to be running back on PS2. And I'm sure this is not going to be the first time we're going to be seeing this matchup this season, right? But this is also a brand new venue too. But I don't know any Smash Bros. That I've been to this venue specifically in a while in Heartland. It's a nice venue. If you are familiar with the godlike one, it's basically a bigger god, kind of that esports cafe looking thing. But it's just a bigger overall god, which is always good because having more space in the key venue is always nice. But yeah, catches the tech chase with the neutral be there. But keeping it even percent so far. Oh, I expected Vaeyguh to do an up smash on that platform. He tends to at least before, maybe not in this set, but he loves to do random smash attacks, read at roll F smashes, right? Up smash there is such a Vaeyguh trait. But good patience by him so far, and putting Niko at ledge without limit too, he decides to expend it as well. Throws definitely going to do it. The first time Vaeyguh has had a lead in this. Let's see how he can maintain it here. And then he's going to get the jump held out with the up smash there. Again, even sucks in this game number 2. Vaeyguh looking very clean right now. I think he's playing a very patient neutral, which I think you kind of have to versus Cloud, because he was kind of blowing up Vaeyguh in the first stock like a string after string, hit after hit. So you kind of want to be a little more careful in neutral just because Cloud has that potential, Niko has that potential to just kind of wobble you in the air, or even in general. Again, good patience. Been upping quite a bit, so we'll see how Niko continues to punish that going forward. Clutch neutral. I expected to see the limit break right there. It looked a little too high though. Good shield by Vaeyguh. Yeah, he's just picking all the right defensive options this game. That was a great jab as well. Vaeyguh doesn't seem to be getting wobbled as much as the first game, right? I think he's just picking, again, all the right defensive options. He's landing well, not being over aggressive, and that's the classic Vaeyguh smash that we like to see. And that's a good trade that you're always going to take. That smash not going to hit again. Again, those kind of dash back F smashes are kind of classic, and you should die here. Yeah, a little too far. Again, another lead from Vaeyguh, and you really want to try to hold on to this one because any kind of percent advantage you can get against Niko is going to be big, especially when you're not in immediate danger of dying, right? And even an up smash wouldn't die if they're out with kill, but you're kind of approaching that percent, and you want any extra percent that you can get with Vaeyguh. The preemptive nair, maybe to kind of A-land, not going to work out here. A little slow on the fair there by Niko. Wasn't able to punish a rapid grab. Yeah, just being patient on those platforms. That's very good by Vaeyguh. Holding shield. Cloud doesn't have a command grab or even that crazy. What happened? And that. Oh, we're gonna see it? No. Barely misses. And then a bear. This could be really bad for Niko here. Shadow Ball gets up, gets off ledge. Oh, and that's a great roll read. And that's gonna do it. Vaeyguh taking it as the crowd is popping off, man. Everyone knows who Vaeyguh is, but we haven't seen him go up against Niko before, and Niko getting caught lacking with the roll in. We see it for the first time working well for Vaeyguh here. So, and again, this is best of 3. This is still winner's quarters, man. So anything can happen here. But unfortunately, we're going to be playing on Niko's counter pick if he decides to elect to go to small battlefield here. So this is going to be interesting, man. I think Vaeyguh adapted really well. His neutral just got a lot more patient. So that kind of just ended up not letting him get wobbled as much, get juggled in the air, get 80% frame traps, and ended up working out for him. And he had the lead pretty consistently throughout that whole second game. That's a phenomenal carry. Gonna get some quick 20%. And that is juicy if you're Mewtwo here, because any percent means that you can get him off stage. And that's kind of your win condition here, even though we haven't really seen that But Cloud off Sage, it's not very good, especially with the edge guarding capabilities. Of course, that Mewtwo has. A lot of his toolkit can kind of mess up. Again, great job respecting Niko in the air, right? Except for that time. An album under there. The uppies are still kind of mixing Niko up. Might not be crazy familiar with the matchup. Just like crazy fair, right? And that drift on uppie so much. Just the right angle, and I cannot believe he shield grabbed that. He was able to grab right before he was able to throw out another normal. Up smash not gonna do it just yet though. That's a great parry. Yeah. I think either way, you let go of that down tilt, right? You don't push forward. You're able to still hold advantage just by holding that shadow ball, right? And that's a valuable neutral tool that you can be able to have. So is the limit as Niko takes the first stock away from Vaeyguh, and he's gonna have to expend it immediately, unfortunately. Parry? No. Oh, the parry. I built differently. And yeah, not gonna work out that time. Holding shield not gonna end up working there just because your shield was already super low, and Niko's playing around shield super well. Not gonna be able to grab anything there. Might be catching the dash in. Great hold on the rapid grab. Niko's been kind of answered these spot dodges and doesn't want to get grabbed for good reason, right? Oh, and the fair's not gonna hit. That's really unfortunate. Ah, that's gonna cost him a stock. But and with limit, this is a tough hill to climb if you're Vaeyguh, especially against Niko specifically, right? Approach might not do it. Yeah, doesn't have the range for it. The second one is absolutely gonna do it. But yeah, full shadow ball here. You're able to get some of these stocks, and this is kind of the opening you want, but doesn't get anything off of it, unfortunately. Good job getting off of the platform there pretty early, because we saw that Niko was able to kind of deal with Vaeyguh holding shield there in the previous times. Again with the uppies. Very good placements on them. I think Nair is such a valuable tool for Mewtwo to have. Having like a multi-hit aerial like Nair to go on someone's shield is so incredibly powerful, especially if you have like range like Bear. And that might do it at ledge. Yeah. Niko's absolutely gonna take that. 2-1 over Vaeyguh. But just up to Vaeyguh there, I think he looked really good, especially in that game 2. Kind of played the game that he wanted to get, but that didn't really translate over to game 3, unfortunately. Niko kind of controlling the pace once he was able to take the first stock, not letting the pressure up, not letting him get the lead again. But I think it was still a great showing by Vaeyguh. I think he played extraordinarily well in that second game, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing him later on stream, potentially, if he decides to make that loser's run. But yeah, nonetheless, we're going to be getting right into our next set here with PBK and Kalito. So, are going to be our final